First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Three.
Here's Booker. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Colts at 11-4 now on the year. And they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off play action, Richardson. And he's got Booker. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
63, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set.
Richardson to throw off play action. And going deep for Hill. That is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Chandler. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Second and a couple. Richardson looking to throw this. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check smash. Ready, go.
They run it with Chandler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready, ready.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ready.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
York able to send this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. He's across midfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Here's Chandler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Chandler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Here's Booker on the catch. Touchdown Colts. A great play there with their second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Rose. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. The man in motion is Brown. Second down. Here's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Come on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. York able to send this one through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's on his way. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Here's Chandler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. QB sneak, Richardson. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 35, Eagles 28.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check smash, check smash.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go play action with Richardson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Richardson working from the gun. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run on first down. It's Chandler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Hurts throw into the hands of Darden. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Chandler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Okay, ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed, it is not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Play action. Now Richardson. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, Chandler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, break. Go, League, go. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Chandler, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Hey, like a Hornet. 63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Rose. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. Here's 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Point after here coming up. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Colts 38, Eagles 35.
The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch.